Something unexpected just shook the entire AI world. A quiet update arrived without dramatic announcements. No countdown, no teaser, no explosive marketing. Yet, this update instantly changed everything overnight. People didn't see it coming at all. And that's exactly what makes it fascinating. OpenAI has released a surprisingly powerful upgrade. The new version carries subtle yet significant improvements. These improvements don't look flashy at first glance. But beneath the surface, something much bigger happened. Something that completely shifts how the model thinks. Something that pushes reasoning far past previous limitations. Users immediately noticed the first major change. The model handles long, complex problems far better. It keeps track of huge reasoning chains effortlessly. It maintains clarity even when tasks grow overwhelming. This is crucial for advanced development workflows today. Technical users instantly recognize the difference in depth. Most people won't notice these breakthroughs instantly. Casual users care about quick, simple answers. They aren't testing extreme engineering challenges daily. They aren't running agents or multi-step pipelines, so the biggest improvements appear almost invisible initially. But invisible upgrades often create the biggest impact. This update strengthens performance on difficult technical benchmarks. It handles harder logic better than earlier versions. It maintains accuracy across larger, more demanding contexts. This matters enormously for power users everywhere. Researchers experimenting with complex systems feel the difference. Developers building large applications notice reliability improvements. Yet, the average user experiences something different entirely. They feel smoother interactions without realizing why. They notice fewer misinterpretations during everyday conversations. They experience more stable reasoning across simple tasks. Everything just feels cleaner, faster, and more consistent. It's subtle but incredibly noticeable over time. One improvement stands out across all user levels. The model finally stops overthinking easy questions. It doesn't waste reasoning on simple tasks. It thinks deeper only when complexity increases. This makes responses feel more naturally intelligent overall. Efficiency rises dramatically without reducing thoughtful precision. Another shift appears in writing quality specifically. Creative ideas come through with more nuance. Storytelling feels smoother, more emotionally balanced now. The tone feels more human, less mechanical. This subtle refinement affects millions of daily tasks. Writers and students immediately benefit from these upgrades. The update also expands emotional understanding noticeably. The model interprets sensitive situations with better empathy. It responds with more appropriate tone and warmth. It avoids sounding robotic during complex emotional conversations. This emotional intelligence makes interactions feel surprisingly natural. Users describe it as comforting without being manipulative. Several new preset personalities accompany the update. These personalities reshape how the model communicates: professional, friendly, candid, quirky, and more options. Each personality adds nuance to everyday interactions. This customization feels like a major quality advancement. It makes the AI experience more personal than ever. The update also simplifies explanations dramatically. Difficult ideas become digestible within seconds effortlessly. The model adapts explanations to user understanding. No more repeating, "Explain it simpler, please." It anticipates confusion and adjusts accordingly immediately. This empowers students and learners in meaningful ways. All of these improvements share one theme. None are flashy, exaggerated, or overhyped changes. They are quiet upgrades with massive long-term consequences. They represent OpenAI's shift toward dependable refinement. It's less about spectacle and more about stability. And that subtle shift might be revolutionary itself, because sometimes the updates nobody expects end up becoming the ones that change everything. The deeper changes become clear with testing. Users who push models to their limits instantly sensed something fundamentally different here. Tasks that previously confused older versions now feel smoother, clearer, and more predictable. This stability represents a huge hidden breakthrough. One major improvement appears during reasoning distribution. The model now chooses thinking depth intelligently. It no longer wastes effort solving basics. It saves energy for genuinely complex problems. This creates faster responses without losing accuracy. It finally behaves like a deliberate problem solver. Earlier models struggled with reasoning allocation inconsistently. They sometimes overcomplicated embarrassingly simple questions. Other times they underthought crucial complex scenarios. This inconsistency frustrated users at every skill level. But the new update balances this beautifully now. It knows exactly when deeper reasoning is required. Developers experimenting with agents noticed huge changes. Long workflows run more efficiently than before. Multi-step chains maintain coherence across extended contexts. Failures decrease because reasoning stays aligned longer. This stability matters greatly for automation systems. It makes AI far more deployable in production. Creative users noticed equally important differences today. Writing tasks feel more fluid and expressive. Character emotions emerge with stronger psychological weight. Dialogue feels natural instead of mechanical or stiff. Story pacing improves dramatically across longer narratives. The entire writing experience becomes richer and smoother. Another quiet upgrade appears in model warmth. The tone feels more human than before. It responds thoughtfully without sounding overly dramatic. Its empathy is controlled, not exaggerated theatrically. This balance gives conversations surprising emotional realism. People feel genuinely understood, rather than mechanically answered. This shift reflects OpenAI's new priorities clearly. They want intelligence combined with emotional intelligence. They want models that feel approachable and supportive. Not cold, not overly agreeable, just balanced. That balance defines this entire silent update. It transforms user experience without flashy marketing theatrics. The new preset personalities enhance this transformation massively. Each personality shapes conversational energy distinctly and predictably. Users can select styles matching their preference. Professional tones help workplace communication feel polished. Friendly tones improve general everyday conversations greatly. Quirky tones create fun, engaging creative interactions. This personality system makes AI feel customizable. It feels like choosing communication styles intentionally. It reduces friction between user expectations and output. And friction reduction improves productivity dramatically over time. People communicate better when tone aligns with intention. This alone boosts the model's real-life usefulness. Beyond tone, explanation quality improves substantially, too. Complicated ideas break into digestible mental pieces. The model anticipates confusion and clarifies proactively. It adapts complexity levels without being asked repeatedly. Students gain enormous value through these subtle improvements. Learning becomes more intuitive and less mentally exhausting. Technical users notice deeper structural enhancements also. The model handles abstract reasoning with cleaner logic. It follows multi-layer instructions more consistently now. It maintains context even across large input segments. These upgrades matter when building serious advanced workflows. They reduce errors that previously slowed development significantly. All these upgrades share one interesting pattern. None are dramatic enough to dominate headlines. None create viral moments across online communities. But each improvement compounds into massive overall progress. This is the real purpose of the update. Quiet refinement, creating loud impact over time. OpenAI is clearly shifting its philosophy. They are focusing less on hype cycles. They are focusing more on reliable intelligence. They prefer stability over flashy, unpredictable leaps. They want models people trust fully and daily. And this update is a strong step forward. The world wanted a dramatic GPT revolution, but instead, we received something more meaningful. A quieter model with sharper reasoning control, a smarter system that understands people better, a version designed for real-world daily reliability. And that reliability might redefine AI progress entirely. The shift becomes even clearer with deeper exploration. As users push the model into complex territories, new patterns of intelligence begin revealing themselves quietly. These patterns show how profoundly the update transformed things. Each small refinement contributes to massive practical advantages. And those advantages become obvious in demanding situations. Developers testing long-context reasoning noticed dramatic stability. The model maintains structure over extremely lengthy sessions. It keeps information aligned even after hundreds of turns. This consistency is rare in large modern models. Previously, long conversations often drifted off-topic rapidly. Now everything stays centered with impressive contextual precision. Researchers running advanced tool-using agents feel the upgrade. Multi-step actions execute with cleaner logical sequencing. The model misfires far less during extended workflows. It recognizes unintended loops quicker than earlier versions. This eliminates frustrating breakdowns during complex automation tasks. As a result, agents behave more like reliable collaborators. Another core improvement emerges in technical reasoning stability. Mathematical logic feels tighter and more structured. Step-by-step chains remain consistent through difficult proofs. Coding explanations track dependencies more predictably and accurately. These refinements matter enormously for engineering professionals today. They reduce costly mistakes that interrupt workflow momentum. This update also enhances interpretative precision significantly. When users give multi-layered instructions with nuance, the model understands the deeper intention behind tasks. It no longer collapses under ambiguous structural prompts. Instead, it infers context with surprisingly high reliability. This makes communication smoother across countless creative scenarios. Testers in writing-heavy fields noticed huge improvements. Tone adaptation feels more natural than previous iterations. The model maintains emotional continuity across long narratives. Characters feel coherent instead of randomly shifting personalities. Plot structure remains intact even under heavy rewriting. This matters for serious storytellers using AI daily. Educators experimenting with the update saw immediate benefits. The model tailors explanations to student capability quickly. It senses confusion and clarifies before mistakes happen. It introduces analogies that match learning style preferences. This dynamic adjustment creates more effective teaching experiences. Students can finally learn at personalized, intuitive pace. Another impressive change appears in conversational flow. GPT conversations feel less machine-like and stiff. Pauses, reasoning, and explanations follow human-like rhythm. This supports long emotional dialogues without awkward transitions. People feel genuinely heard without feeling overstimulated artificially. It provides balance between empathy and logical groundedness. These emotional improvements are far from trivial upgrades. They mark a significant shift in design philosophy. OpenAI clearly aims for intelligent companionship, not automation alone. They want systems that interact with real emotional understanding. They want communication that feels respectful and non-invasive. This direction strengthens user trust in transformative ways. Another subtle improvement influences daily productivity tasks. Summaries feel sharper and more context-aware overall. The model identifies key insights with better precision. It trims irrelevant details without harming message clarity. This supports professionals who depend on rapid information processing. It also benefits students analyzing large academic materials. Even mundane, everyday tasks feel noticeably improved now. Writing emails becomes faster with fewer corrections. Brainstorming ideas generates more original creative combinations. Planning schedules becomes clearer with organized task breakdowns. These changes don't create viral headlines online, but they transform daily workflows for millions worldwide. Developers also noticed fewer hallucination tendencies emerging. The model refuses uncertain answers more responsibly lately. It clarifies ambiguity instead of fabricating false confidence. This reduction in hallucination fosters enormous user trust. Accurate uncertainty improves reliability across serious applications. Trustworthy behavior elevates AI from toy to tool. All these refinements together create a powerful message. GPT 5.1 isn't a flashy revolution intentionally. It's a silent evolution designed for longevity. It builds a foundation for future breakthroughs quietly. It strengthens intelligence in subtle yet meaningful layers. And these layers shape the future more than hype. This update didn't shock users with spectacle. Instead, it surprised professionals with consistency and depth. Quiet evolution often matters more than dramatic launches. And GPT 5.1 proves the power of refinement. Its improvements may seem subtle at first glance, but those subtleties completely change the user experience. The final impact of this update is enormous, not because it feels explosive or revolutionary, but because it feels quietly transformative everywhere. This version wasn't built to impress instantly. It was built to strengthen foundations for tomorrow. And those foundations matter more than people realize. OpenAI is clearly shifting its strategic philosophy. They're prioritizing refinement instead of aggressive spectacle. They're choosing stability over loud, unpredictable showmanship. This represents a deeper understanding of user expectations. People want intelligence that works every single time, not hype that collapses under real-world pressure. This shift reflects lessons learned from past launches. The world remembers chaotic expectations around GPT releases. Expectations rose too high and too quickly. People demanded miracles beyond realistic technological boundaries. This created disappointment that overshadowed real progress. OpenAI now aims to avoid repeating that mistake. The new approach focuses on reliability first. It aims to build trust through consistent improvement. It chooses quiet excellence over dramatic announcements globally. This philosophy aligns with how real infrastructure evolves. Electricity didn't become essential through explosive marketing campaigns. It became essential through consistent, dependable performance daily. GPT 5.1 represents a similar quiet evolution. It proves intelligence grows through refinement, not spectacle. It proves small improvements accumulate into massive advancements. It proves AI can improve without chasing headlines. These lessons reveal how the next era will unfold. A future built on depth instead of performance theater. Upcoming features reinforce this direction even further. Audio understanding improvements are already being developed. Native multimodality is progressing behind silent doors. Future vision capabilities promise more intuitive perception. Voice mode enhancements aim to feel natural soon. Every update signals long-term expansion, not quick thrills. Developers see these signs and remain optimistic. They understand meaningful innovation takes disciplined patience. They recognize breakthroughs emerge from strong internal foundations. Without these foundations, future models become unstable. With them, intelligence grows exponentially without collapse. GPT 5.1 strengthens precisely those foundational pillars today. This update also highlights another important industry trend. AI companies are learning to pace expectations. They understand hype can damage public trust deeply. They prefer steady improvement over explosive disappointment. Users appreciate this calmer, more grounded approach. It creates a healthier long-term relationship with technology. Beyond technical upgrades, cultural effects are emerging too. People rely on AI for increasingly personal tasks. The model's improved empathy supports emotional well-being better. Its balanced responses reduce misunderstandings and misinterpretations. This makes AI feel safer, more trustworthy, more human. Emotional intelligence becomes essential infrastructure, not decoration. Educational environments also benefit from these advancements. Students learn difficult concepts with greater simplicity. Teachers rely on AI for clearer instructional breakdowns. Learning becomes accessible instead of intimidating or confusing. This creates new opportunities for global educational equality. AI becomes a bridge, not a barrier anymore. Businesses feel the shift equally strongly now. Workflows run smoother with fewer unexpected failures. Complex decisions gain clarity through structured reasoning. Teams collaborate faster across AI-enhanced environments. This creates productivity surges that compound over time. And productivity surges reshape entire industries quietly. Yet the most important implication remains philosophical. This update changes how we think about progress. Innovation doesn't always arrive with fireworks and applause. Sometimes it arrives softly, quietly, deliberately refined. Sometimes the smallest details redefine entire technological eras. GPT 5.1 is exactly that kind of update. It's a reminder that intelligence grows gradually. It's proof that refinement matters just as much. It's evidence that subtlety can be revolutionary too. The world may overlook such updates initially, but history will view them as pivotal moments where technology matured in powerful new ways. As artificial intelligence marches forward relentlessly, steady improvement becomes the true engine of progress. Not hype, not spectacle, not temporary excitement, but consistent evolution built on thoughtful engineering. GPT 5.1 embodies that philosophy perfectly today. And this direction will shape the future profoundly. Because sometimes the updates nobody expects become the ones that quietly change everything.